Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to start this lesson off by giving all the praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Honors to our brothers who are fervently preaching the word in sincerity and in faith. Shalom to the sincere Akwath, and Shalom to the scattered Israelites who are amongst these heathen nations and look like these heathen. Now, this lesson is going to be based on the storms that have been hitting the East Coast. So through the Spirit, I'm going to read this article, get some precepts, and Lord's will, you're edified. It says, storms pound East Coast, stretching from Florida to Northeast as flash flood threats unfold. It says another round of storms capable of causing flash flooding is expected to impact major cities on the East Coast to start the work week. A busy weather pattern will bring widespread showers and thunderstorms to much of the East Coast, while the Northeast and Mid-Atlantic will face the greatest risk for flash flooding. Tropical moisture will also fuel heavy rain and a few strong storms from the Carolinas into Florida, according to the Fox Forecast Center. A slow-moving cold front will interact with plenty of moisture to produce multiple rounds of showers and thunderstorms across the Mid-Atlantic and Northeast. Some storms could produce rainfall rates of 1 to 2 inches per hour, increasing the risk of flash flooding. A few storms may also produce damaging wind gusts this afternoon and evening, but the overall severe weather threat remains limited. A level 1 out of 5 severe weather threat extends from northern Vermont and New Hampshire down through New Jersey. Also, level 2 out of 4 flash flood threat is in place for cities including Philadelphia and New York City. The storms will likely happen in multiple waves starting in the morning hours, according to the Fox Forecast Center. Not everyone in the region will see storms to start the day, with the highest chance being in New England, including eastern New York, Vermont, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, and Maine. Later in the day, the cold front will move in and bring the chance for stronger storms directly over the Interstate 95 corridor. All storm activity is expected to end by the early evening hours as it pushes offshore. Farther south, tropical moisture will keep showers and thunderstorms active across the Carolinas, Georgia, and Florida. The greatest flood concern will be across parts of the coastal Carolinas, where repeated rounds of heavy rain could lead to flash flooding. This includes places like Cape Hatteras, Wilmington, and even down to Charleston, South Carolina. These storms will stay near the coast for the vast majority of the day. Thunderstorms are expected to develop in the afternoon as temperatures climb in Florida and Georgia. The strongest storms could produce damaging wind gusts along with torrential downpours before activity gradually drops off Monday night. The worst storms are likely in the Big Bend of Florida and potentially into Miami later in the day as the sea breeze kicks in, according to the Fox Forecast Center. After the cold front fades, in its wake will be a slow-moving upper-level system over the southeast. As it stalls, it will pull in additional moisture, leading to multiple days of widespread showers and thunderstorms. The biggest concern with this setup is more heavy rain. Storms will move slowly and could repeatedly develop over the same areas, increasing the flash flood risk. A level 1 out of 4 flash flood threat is in place for both Tuesday and Wednesday. The greatest flood concern stretches from the deep south into the Tennessee Valley and southern Appalachians. The severe weather threat is expected to remain limited. However, a few of the stronger storms could still produce strong wind gusts along with frequent lightning. Yeah, so just more storms and tempests from the Lord. Isaiah 29:6. Thou shalt be visited of the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai of hosts with thunder, and with earthquake and great noise, with storm and tempest, and the flame of devouring fire. And this is what the Lord is doing. These are signs of the Lord's visitation. And these are also signs of the last days that we're living in. These frequent, powerful storms and tempests. The rain, the lightning, the hail, the potential flash floods, hurricanes, tornadoes. People will say, oh, that's just Mother Nature. No, this is the work of the Lord. Isaiah 28:2. Behold, the Lord hath a mighty and strong one, which as a tempest of hail and a destroying storm, as a flood of mighty waters overflowing, shall cast down to the earth with the hand. And when the Lord unleashes these storms, it does tend to cause a lot of flooding, a lot of flash flooding. We've seen over the years how bad the flooding gets, especially here in New York. The subways get flooded, the trains get flooded, the streets get flooded. People can't really go anywhere. People's cars get stuck. People can't even walk because just how much water there is. So it's like not only do people have to worry about earthquakes and fires, they also have to worry about these storms. Psalms 83:14. As the fire burneth a wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. Verse 15. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. And clearly that's what the Lord is doing. Sending the rain and the lightning and the potential for flash floods and rock slides and mudslides. These cities are being persecuted, and the people within them are being made afraid. And the hits are just going to keep coming because we are in the last days. 2 Timothy 3:1. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. And when you look up the definition of perilous, it means full of danger or risk. And as I've said before in previous lessons, if you take a look around the world, that's all you see is danger. You got the wars and rumors of wars. Different viruses and diseases are spreading. You got the fires, storms, tempests, earthquakes. You got so much going on all over the world. There's nothing but danger and risk and hazard. But that's how you know that we're in the last days. Because people will say, oh, well, these things have been happening. Yeah, but not on the level or to the degree in which they're happening now. See, most people are smart enough to be able to acknowledge that the fires are getting a lot worse. The earthquakes are. Same with the storms. And that in itself is just a sign of the times. Sign of the last days that we are in. And those of us of the hopeful elect, we rejoice because we went up out of here. We're still in captivity. So knowing that the Lord is bringing judgment upon all of these wicked kingdoms where we are being held captive, it's actually a beautiful thing. And it just lets us know that our time in captivity is coming to an end. So with that, I'm going to wrap it up here. In closing, I want to give all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem Rakakudash, the Wadi Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, for putting the spirit on me to do this lesson. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone. Honors to all the brothers who are fervently preaching the word in sincerity and in faith. Shalom to the sincere Akwath, and shalom to the scattered Israelites who are amongst these heathen nations and look like these heathens. I hope you all stay strong, stay safe, stay fervent, stay circumspect, stay prayed up, and Adawan Ratazah. Till next time, Shalom.